Ring.
What was that?
Hey, Rob, what's going on?
Hey, Matt. What happened? You dropped something?
No, I was trying to
You
do a
got.
sneaking mission like Snake in the new Metal
Oh,
Gear game, Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
yeah. You really snuck up on me there.
Well, I was just hiding to the corner. It wasn't really that. I was gonna get a box to put over my head, but I don't have any. Actually, I do have a lot of boxes in my hallway, but they're not big enough for me.
That's a shame.
So, yeah, the reason why we're so excited is because Metal Gear Solid 5 is coming out soon, man,
Yeah.
in 3 months. But
Yeah. I mean, it's soon. It's 3 months away. But then that everyone, all the gaming press got a lengthy demo of the game and have all these details about it that are just really insane.
those bastards had 20 hours of gameplay of this, and they barely scratched the surface. 20 hours, Rob. Imagine.
How many hours do you think we're gonna put into this?
Dude, I'm putting in at least 200 hours into that thing. Come on. The things you
Yeah.
could do in that game that I guess we could list off a couple of highlights that we saw.
Yeah. Well, most is the Fulton Recovery System.
But did you see what you could pick up with it? You could pick up
Everything.
animals.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a thing that if you take too many animals, like if you take too many dogs and wolves, that you have a zoo inside your base.
Dude, this is insane. Like, all this stuff, and I'm seeing all these videos about it, and I'm like, you really are big boss. Like, you're the boss of this entire bunker. And, like, I feel like I'm going to play this game just finding random shit to make my bunker insane. So then when everyone comes to look at it, they just see insanity. There's, like hundreds and hundreds of soldiers there. There's sheep running around. There's just shit
Sheep.
flying. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with the sheep? Make wool, wool coats out of them?
You got to keep warm, right? You got to keep your army happy and nice and warm and toasty. Dude, did you see they were taking the turret gun?
Yeah, you could take almost anything. I think you could even take the big giant crates that you see on the giant what was it, the giant cargo ships?
Yeah.
You could take horses, little dogs, big dogs, people.
You see, for me, I think I'm going to play that game and I'm going to see if I want to get every possible thing into my bunker. Anything that I can find, I'm going to go through every single mission and just recover the shit out of everything.
Hello?
Yeah, I
Sorry, I
lost you
lost
for
you
a
there.
sec.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah.
it's probably the codec's not working too well,
Yeah, I know.
but no,
Oh,
I
God.
but the other thing I love about it too is that the gameplay looks so smooth, especially if it comes from where Ground Zeroes came from, that they finally
Yeah.
perfected all the CQC stuff. Did you see there was one where he grabbed the guy and smashed him against the wall, and you see like the blood after?
Yeah. Well, that's what's so funny is that game, like CQC, was a big part of all the Metal Gears or the Metal
Yeah.
Gear series, and that the gameplay really did suck until Peace Walker came out.
Hell's yeah.
And
I
that,
liked 4, though. I did like Metal Gear Solid 4's gameplay. It wasn't perfect. Peace Walker
no,
definitely smoothed it out much better.
yeah, but then Ground Zeroes was. I'm so glad
Yeah.
that came out, even though that it was so short and there wasn't so much to it.
Yeah.
It made me really want this game even more. And then now seeing all these things, like seeing everything in action, I seriously can't wait for this game to come out.
It's so cinematic. The graphics are beautiful. I've never seen better graphics. Like I think one friend said that he wasn't impressed by any of the next generations, the new generations visuals,
Mhm.
and this game I think is the one to beat. Like Afghanistan, the jungles, everything, even the way just how smooth the water looks. It's beautiful, man.
And you know what's cool about it?
This is
Just
gonna be a
thinking,
work of art, my friend.
yeah, just thinking in general about what that game is going to be. It's an open world game where everyone is your enemy, but there's a reason why everyone is your enemy because you're infiltrating their bunker and their area. So they're like, you know how you play and just random people are attacking you. You're like, I don't even know who these people are. I'm just going to kill them. There's
Yes,
going to be a reason to do this, and it also makes you actually want. You have to have a path. You have to know where you're going and understand what you're doing. Like I was reading something about how there's different patrol for night and day, and that
that's
people
cool.
that the soldiers move different ways. They do different patterns depending on when exactly you are going in that area.
I
So
heard they
you,
put on. Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, so you really need to study every bit of this game.
That's awesome, and
And
that's
to me,
skill.
like, yeah, it's skill. And to me, a lot of times, like when you're doing side missions in an open world game, it feels so boring because you just want to get through it.
Hmm.
Just seeing all of this that we saw today,
Hmm.
I can't imagine myself getting bored with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That's totally true. And the other thing is too is that I like that you could tackle it any way you want. Because with Metal Gear Solid 3, they dropped you so far away from the base because it was supposed to be like, oh well, that's what a real mission would be like. This one, they have the room to give you actual miles of terrain that you could figure out what to do, and you can attack it from. You can kill everybody. You can attack it from. You don't have to kill anybody, but you really get the choice this time, unlike the other games where it was just a limited amount of space and a limited amount of resources.
right. So now now it was the soundtrack, which, and I'm not
Oh, yeah.
quite sure if it's the actual soundtrack or what, but the fact that it's set in the 80s and that there seems to be real licensed music in this game. Is there
Dude,
anything that you're looking forward to 80s music, 80s pop music wise?
I don't know why the first thing that came into my head, because you get the wolf is hungry like the wolf. So that would be great to have him, like walking around with that playing.
Yeah. And did you see that you can customize when the helicopter is coming in? You can customize the song that plays.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Dude, I think
Oh.
we need a little long, tall Sally from Predator
Oh
be
yeah.
playing as we're going on each mission. And then we could just start making all the bad puns from the movie.
Well, that's going to be when you're taking off and when the helicopter's coming toward you. I want
Mhm.
"In the Air Tonight" by Phil Collins playing.
Oh my god, that would be hysterical, dude. And he do 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 do, and then it
Yeah.
would be great when it's like rain coming down too.
Yeah. Dude, this looks insane. Is there anything else that you caught? And, I've been trying to read up as much as I possibly can. Is there anything else that you saw that really stuck out to you?
I don't know. I think we covered everything. I mean, I'm really curious about the story. Obviously, they're not letting anything out, and it just seems really wacky but cool. And I feel like there's a return to form for Metal Gear.
Yeah, I can't wait to use that electrical hand or whatever the hell he's got going on there.
That was cool. Yeah, they have all those weird things. Like you could throw a fake dummy and shoot a guy. It could hit a guy and it'll knock him off a cliff. Like just little wacky things. You could throw a grenade and that girl, Quiet, she comes, hits it, and knocks it into a helicopter. How awesome is that?
I far that I've seen in the entire coverage of Metal Gear since
Hmm.
like the game was announced was the fact that there's a buddy system. Because to me, it's almost like you're building your army, but you have a reason to do it. They each have their own
Yeah,
skills, and they each bring something completely different.
it makes him mean something.
Right. I mean, I'm going to be Fulton recovering everything I can find, but then these other people are going to have like cooler shit that they can offer. And it seems like it's going to be so comprehensive and you're going to want to roam around. You're going to want to try different styles. You might want quiet on one mission and then you're playing at night and she might not be the best for it. So you get somebody else. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, that's just so cool. And I can see myself replaying this game over and over based on just this footage alone,
Yeah, dude.
um, because I would want to see all the different paths.
Yeah, man. I really am looking forward. I wonder if you can even do different missions in different orders, so you don't have to do one mission if that affects the story at all. I
Yeah,
haven't read anything about that, but that would be really cool. And
yeah,
we got Revolver Ocelots back,
yes.
played by, of course, Troy Baker, which I feel like he's
Are
going
you
to come up
serious?
in. Yeah, that's Troy Baker,
Of course, it was Troy Baker.
but they don't have David Hayter though. That's the only problem for Snake.
He'll
But
be back.
We got
He'll be
Kiefer. I bet you my prediction he's going to be in this game as young Snake.
yeah. He has to be.
Yeah, because they fuck with us a lot with these games, so I feel like that's why he's playing stupid with it, and it's just
Yeah.
going to pop out of nowhere, and it's going to be awesome, and we're going to just flip out.
Yeah.
So, any last minute things for you?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm actually very interested in the story just in general. I hope that it's that Skullface is Vulcan because
Yeah.
I absolutely love the story from Metal Gear 3. So
Mhm.
any sort of continuation from it, obviously it's this is a direct this happening right after Peace Walker, and Peace Walker was a great game too.
Yeah.
Um, but I just would I think it would be a great way to really close out the series if they can find a way to get Volgan in there, and if he is Skullface, that'd be awesome.
That would be cool. So, from two huge Metal Gear fans, we're can't wait for September 1st.
Yep. So
Peace out.
yeah.
Bring.